Hey, welcome back, everyone. The first thing I gotta say is if you are keeping up with the Set 13 reveals that have been coming out at night, you just saw that we got another mini Paul. So now we have three little versions of the main boss. All I have to say to that is Bushiroad, keep it up, man. Do that for other decks. I think it's super cool that you can make your deck like miniature versions of your boss or whatever, right? Especially for decks like this where it's like a robot. Like I think that's super cool. Uh, but yeah, getting into this deck profile, we added a new card. Uh, the strategy is sort of the same, but I think when set 13 comes out, this deck might change a little bit more. But we'll go on into this. A lot of this is nothing you guys haven't really seen before from this profile. You've got the starter. You got the grade 1 that makes your set order. You got your grade 2. And you got Paul. We like Paul. He's a good guy. Still thinking about hunting down a secret for this, but that's a topic for a different video, am I right? Oh no. Dropping cards, man. It's awful. Uh, on to the really quick grade 3s. You know we're playing 3 Persona Ride and the 1 Caliburn. We're playing the 4 copies of Vinster because I don't think we're ever swapping out of this. I don't think there's a chance of this ratios getting swapped out. Um, on to the grade 2s. I mean, you just heard me gushing about him, but Mini Paul, I mean, you gotta love him, right? This card has been, when I was testing this before and I put out the first profile, like obviously this card was pretty nice and stuff, but man, this card has come up a little more in clutch recently. I don't know why, but just that extra attack has really been like kind of nailing people. So I think that's really cool. Just to, I mean, state the obvious. I think the extra attack for this deck is cool. I'm down to 3 Nebula Evoke, which I'm not crazy about, but I don't really want to. I had to make room for the new card, and I wasn't quite willing to cut out the Persona Shield Cycler. And the reason why is because I want to have sort of this consistency to the deck where I know that I can get extra soul out and into the drop zone in case I get like early game rushed, which is why this card's really good, which is why Mini Paul is really good just for the Soul Blast 2 and draw 1. Like, getting out the, like, losing 1 soul off of Nebula Invoke turn 2 and having to commit it to field just doesn't quite feel as good. So I cut it down to 3 to make room for other cards, but I do hope to eventually get it back to 4 copies. It's a little rough right now for this deck, right? Not that this deck's in a bad situation. It's just rough to like figure out where to make room. And we've got the new Mini Paul. Oh my goodness. This guy's really cool. So he is this deck's version of a Shenri, uh, where it'll uh, get to remove itself from board and draw a card. The difference is you need the auto mod gauge for him. You retire him instead of put him to soul, which is really nice for this deck. And it costs Energy Blast 2 unless you have 4 more auto mod gauge, which is perfectly fine. Uh, a lot of times, like in the early game, if I see like enough of these in hand, I'll just call them early and I'll be like, you know what, screw it, right? Like I'll retire 1 to draw a card. It's not bad at all, even if it costs Energy Blast 2, right? But the really cool thing about this card, and I cannot stress this enough, the coolest thing about this card is its last effect, and I hope we get more effects like that for this deck, which is when your Vanguard specifically, so you can't do it during your opponent's turn, but when your Vanguard specifically puts this card into the auto mod gauge, you get to give a unit +5. But if you have 3 or more, you get to give 2 units +5, it's really cool. Like it's some sort of interaction between the actual deck and the auto mod gauge where there wasn't quite one before. So I hope we keep getting cards that do something for the gauge, you know? Obviously, we are still on 4 copies of Headway Router Dragon. Just the top 3 check is really good. The awkward part of this deck is I'm down to 3 Bulbul Mines. I didn't have space, man. It's kind of rough. And there's a lot of times you see Bulbul Mine uh, early on, and you're like, I don't have a use for counter charge, and I really don't need the booster. So I cut it down to 3 for now. It's been okay. It's not the worst thing I've done with my life, but it's been okay. And lastly, I mean, for perfect guards, you got to play perfect guards, right? Uh, that's it for this one. Again, can't stress it enough how much work this new guy has put in, along with the grade 2 version of Paul. And then lastly, the triggers. We have not changed the triggers. The trigger lineup is perfect. Elder Breath still kills people. You gotta play 8 crits to win games. We get the 3 fronts and we get 4 heals. Nothing super special to say about that. So going into a little end of video discussion, one of the things I'm thinking about posting up, it might even be posted before this video, to be honest. I haven't quite decided. Is like a little guide to a certain deck that gets support in set 12, but it's not a very, what's the word? It's not a deck you see a lot of people on. So I figured it'd be kind of fun to post it and like show it off. But I don't know what the general consensus is, whether you guys would be interested in that or not. Uh, but if it's up before this video, I hope you watched it and enjoyed it. And if I haven't posted it yet, I hope you will watch it and enjoy it, because I think I'm gonna try really hard to make it look pretty special, you know. But that's it for this one. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, man.